This is the CBS 42 Morning News.
And welcome back, everybody. The time right now is 5:54, and here's the latest that we have on Tropical Storm Barry. It is just off the coast of southern Louisiana, moving very slowly to the west-northwest at 5 miles per hour, which means it should be making landfall sometime within the next 6 to 8 hours. And it's really not surprising that it's below hurricane strength because the convection's kind of lopsided, so the winds are now at 65 miles per hour, which puts it shy of hurricane strength where you have to be above 74 miles per hour. Here's the radar picture. Lots of intense heavy rain coming into the Mississippi Gulf Coast and the Alabama Gulf Coast this morning with the outer bands of the storm. But here in central Alabama, we're still rain-free, and I think we'll stay that way through the rest of the morning. Here's a look at these intense winds that are just offshore. Got 55 miles per hour and 62 miles per hour showing up just off the coast, and really not surprising considering how intense this storm is. And notice how a lot of those heavy winds, or strongest winds, are now on the right-hand side of the circulation. Usually on the right-hand side of the storm is where a lot of the impacts will be felt. And with any landfalling tropical cyclone, you run that risk of spin-up tornadoes, and that risk for spin-up tornadoes today will be focused in southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi. Not necessarily worried about that all too much in central Alabama today, but it's of course something we'll keep in mind as these outer bands of heavy rain come in this afternoon. Then tomorrow it moves to the north as Barry moves inland into the Arklamis, where that risk for tornadoes will be focused. Here's the forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. Has it maintaining tropical storm strength farther inland through tomorrow morning and then weakening to a depression by tomorrow afternoon. Through lunchtime today, I think we'll be staying pretty rain-free here in central Alabama, but then that really heavy rain should start to come in around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There you see those bands of heavy rain starting to come in, and then the rain should be prolonged through the rest of the afternoon and into the early evening hours. By 7 p.m., still seeing rain, although lighter in intensity, and then farther down to the southwest, it's just going to keep coming down near places like New Orleans. That's where they're going to have to be concerned with flooding through the rest of the weekend. Not necessarily worried about that in Alabama. We'll see a wane in the activity overnight, and then more of those bands of heavy rain starting to come in by around 4 to 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. So again, those highest rainfall totals will be farther to the southwest, closer towards the center of the storm. So over the next 48 hours, they'll be seeing around 6 to 8 inches of rain in New Orleans and parts of southern Mississippi, while here in Alabama, we'll only be talking about 1 to 2 inches of rain in total. Most of those higher amounts will be focused over in West Alabama, near places like Tuscaloosa. So most of Barry should be staying to the west of us. We'll just see waves of heavy rain both today and tomorrow, and then into next week. Once Barry clears the region, those summer storms should be continuing into next week. Here's that 7-day forecast. We've got definitely more storms on the way with Barry coming in, and then we'll see more humidity through the rest of the week. When it's not raining, it'll be very humid and hot. Highs in the low 90s today. Michelle, over to you.